This stupid simple AI editor consistently gives me view counts like this, and this. And I'm about to show you exactly how. It is so stupid simple that even a complete beginner could not mess this up. And the best part, it is 99% automated, so all you have to do is click a couple buttons, sit back, and watch your videos turn into something like this. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use this AI tool called SubMagic, which is your all-in-one short form video editor. And if you want to follow along, click the description below and you will get a special discount thanks to SubMagic partnering on this video. Let's dive in. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is obviously go to SubMagic. So what we're going to do is we're going to type in SubMagic here in Google, and you can see right here where it says submagic.co. This is the website in which you want to go to. And you can see right here, this is the landing page. It's gonna give you a little sense of what we're about to dive into, showing you some examples of what it can do from editing, from captions, and so much more. And what we're gonna do is we are going to log in. Now, I already have an account and I have the highest plan possible. So you're about to see some very advanced features that are only available on certain plans. So without further ado, I am going to log in. And if you're brand new to SubMagic, you're going to see exactly what I'm showing you right here. This is the home page where all of your projects are going to be, and you can actually make multiple folders for multiple different types of projects if you want to. And if you have some type of social media team, or you're an agency, or you got some friends that want to work on some projects together, you can actually create a team and invite them here to SubMagic. So first, what we're going to do is go to generate captions. Now, they have a new thing called Get Magic Clips. I'm not going to show you in this video. Make sure you subscribe because I will show you in another video. It is absolutely wild what that can do. But for this example, we're going to press generate captions. And what you want to do is drop the video into SubMagic in which you want to edit. Okay, so I filmed a video earlier in the day talking about Mr. Beast's purple cow effect that he uses within his content. So you're about to see this video that I filmed. Now, this video, quite frankly, is a higher quality than most people would produce. If you have an iPhone video, it's going to work as well. If you got a little clip that you want to edit, it works as well. But for this example, I want to show you how you can go all out with the highest quality and the most creativity when it comes to working with SubMagic. Okay, so as you can see here, it's got my video right here, and you can actually choose what language you want it to generate in. And there are a lot of options when it comes to language. Now, as you can see here, there is a multi-speaker theme. What that means is if there's two people talking in your video, you can generate different style of captions for each speaker if you want to. And a feature on one of the plans is actually translating captions. So if you want to take your captions and turn them into a different language, you can. But for this case scenario, we're just going to go ahead and press generate caption. So as you can see here, the SubMagic AI is already working. It is generating captions with AI, it's adding those emojis, it's highlighting important words, but also it's doing a lot of analyzing on the back end, which is going to help us utilize some of their AI features, which I'm about to show you. So this takes a few seconds to load, and once it loads, I will show you the next step. And just like that, my video is ready to start editing, and you can see here we're on the caption page, but we are not starting with captions. So feature number one of SubMagic is you can trim your video. Now, when I say you can trim your video, there are multiple ways to do it. If you see down here, this is the entire timeline of our video, and mine is 4 minutes long because I made a lot of mistakes, but it's okay. We have SubMagic to fix it. So if you want to manually split up your video, you can. I'm going to show you how to do that. All you want to do is tap on the location that you want to cut out, and you can press split right here. Now, just like any normal editors, you can drag and make sure you get it right exactly where you want to split the video. And you can see there is this big gap within the video. Now, let's say you don't want this specific part in the video, this sound right here, because you can see my team member is just walking in front of the camera. And what I need to do is just tap on the clip, and then I'm gonna press delete clip. And just like that, the clip is now trimmed. Now here's where it gets really cool with some of the pro features of SubMagic. The first one is you can remove silences. So literally by the press of a button, SubMagic is going to analyze all the times that I took a break, I wasn't talking, I forgot my script, and it's going to cut it out completely. So if I go right here and press remove silences, I can remove natural ones, maybe there was fast silences, or even extra fast ones. So what that means is those faster little breaks, it's going to cut it instead of these big little breaks. So I'm going to press remove fast, and it will also remove filler words. So it's going to identify if there were any words that didn't really make sense to be in the video, the clip, the podcast, whatever you're editing. So if I press remove silences, just like that, I'm going to zoom out. It removed all of those silences. So there were a lot of mistakes that I made, which is okay. And it removed it just like that with the press of a button. Now, another feature that they have is called remove bad takes. So if you press remove bad takes, it's also going to analyze and see where you stuttered, where maybe you messed up, and it's going to identify that, and it is going to use the best moments of your video. So I'm going to finish trimming up my video, and we're now going to dive into the second feature. So the second feature of SubMagic is editing your color and branding. Now, what's cool about this feature is you can actually do it throughout any time of your video. So if you want to edit the brightness, you can see just like that. I don't know if you want your video looking like that, but you can change the brightness, you can change the contrast, you can even change the saturation. Let's say there's a little too much color going on, maybe it's a little too bright, you were filming outside, the greens are standing out too much, and you can change the temperature. Now, I actually love this feature and the fact that you can change it at all times, because sometimes you actually want to change the coloring with the captions, which I'm about to show you. Now, the second feature is branding. A lot of people, especially podcasts, like to add their logo on the video. They like to add text, and you can add that with this feature, and you can change the positioning of where that goes. Now, you can see here next to brand, we also have audio. So if you want to add music that SubMagic has within here, you can. And there's a pro feature where, let's say your microphone wasn't connected well, maybe there was some wind, it's going to clean up your audio for you. And right next to audio, we have cover. Basically what this means is you can change the cover photo of your video. And the last feature of this little section is actually eye correction. So what this means is, let's say you're looking up here when you're making your video, or maybe a little to the side, or even at a teleprompter, your eyes are going left and right. You can press this and it's going to correct your eyes so it stays right on the camera. All right, now it's time for the third feature, and this is adding captions to your video. I'm not gonna lie, this is my favorite part, because this is where you can get creative and this is where it gets fun. As you can see here, SubMagic has so many different types of options when it comes to captions. And some of these captions have different features. Some of them pop up, some of them have emojis, some of them have shadows to it. And I'm just gonna show you a few quick examples here. So looking over here, we're gonna look at a few captions, and you actually might see some names that look familiar. Some of these captions are actually based off of creators in the space. So you can see we got the Beast captions, which we'll probably use in this video since we're talking about him. We got Hermosi, we got Dan Martell, we got Ali Abdaal, and so much more. So if we press play on the Dan, you can see here. So that one's a little simple. It's got a little bit of movement, a little bit of emojis. Let's try the Hermosi one. Maybe we try a little Ali Abdaal style for those that like a simple type of video, or the Noah font is actually a good one. I've seen a lot of podcasts use this one. Now, one thing you might have noticed is, Nick, the captions are like at the bottom of the screen. Well, don't worry. If you go down here, you can actually change the positioning of the captions. So I usually like to follow the rules of thirds. This is your first third right there. This is your second one. And typically keeping it around the second one and away from the edges is the best way to go. So it's not cut off, it's readable, the caption isn't covering it. So I'm gonna put my caption about right here. And as you guys saw throughout the video, there's these different colors. Honestly, I'm not a fan of these colors it chose, and I wanna choose the Personal Brand Academy colors because it's some of the best colors in the world. So we're gonna go with maybe some pink, some purple, and a little bit of a shade of a lighter pink as well. Now, one thing I didn't show you is that the captions are actually categorized. So there's some premium premium captions. There's some that have emojis on it. There's some that are trends, and you can also create custom ones. Now, another thing I want to show you is this is not as customizable as it gets. You can customize it even more. If I press customize beast right here, now we got all these options. We can actually keep the same type of feel and flow, but use a different type of font, or you can upload your own font. You can make it uppercase or lowercase if you want. You can change the sizing of it once again. And there's other options as well, like changing the shadow, which in this example, I'm gonna go with no shadow because I really want it to stand out, and you'll see why in a second. And then we've got other cool features where you can actually show multiple words at once if you want to. I like to keep it around 2 to 3 to keep that retention going. And the last few options down here, if your caption style you chose has animations, you can turn them off. You can turn on punctuation. You can turn off emojis, and so many different more options. And this is what I love about this AI editor is it's not a just one little thing and you can't adapt it. A lot of the other ones I've messed around with don't have this many options, so it's nice to have options. All right, so another cool thing about editing captions is that you can literally edit your captions. You can see here that the AI caption accuracy is 99.45%. Now, sometimes I can have an accent, other people have an accent, and it might miss something, but it's gonna tell you how close the accuracy is. Now, if you can see here, we can mess with the words. We can literally change the spelling in the words if we want to. Sometimes people would change the spelling on purpose to get people to comment. You can delete words. You can also change the color of different words in different sections if you want to. And ultimately, if you don't want to have an emoji, or you want to change an emoji, or you want to delete a caption in a certain spot, you can. In this case scenario, putting a little shirt emoji next to CEO, I don't think it makes sense for my video, nor does this one, but there are a few ones that I am going to keep in this video. All right, so now the fourth feature of SubMagic is adding B-roll to your video. And I'm excited about this part because this is where if you really turn on your creativity, you're gonna take your video to the next level. And in fact, as always, I'm gonna do that just for you guys. So if we go over here to the B-roll section, you can see that it is analyzing the video, it's splitting the scenes, and it's seeing what segments would be best for B-roll and which wouldn't. Now, before I show you how you can implement your own B-roll, there are two pro features, one being magic B-roll, where you can generate B-rolls and it's gonna pick the best moment and choose the best B-roll in which it thinks it works for that scene. I'm a little picky, I like to put my own in there, but if you want a quick little fix and put something in there, then you can use that. And then also there is magic zoom. So basically what that means is it's gonna zoom into the video, increase that retention. But for this example, I'm gonna leave it alone because I'm gonna focus more on the B-roll in which I'm adding. Okay, so this is how you add your own custom B-roll to the videos. We're gonna hover over this segment right here actually, and we're gonna press add B-roll. Now, of course, SubMagic loves giving you a lot of options. They've already got free B-roll in here that you can use. You can type in different B-roll and try to get something that's close to it. They've also got some premium videos. They've got some movies in here, images, but in this case scenario, we're gonna use my videos. Now, you can see here, I've already got videos implemented here. These are videos that I already downloaded and I put into SubMagic. So let's say you're making a video talking about playing basketball and you literally have a video of you dunking or you shooting a three, then you can put it in here so we can implement that B-roll at the right moment and make the video customizable to you. So in this case scenario, I'm talking about the podcast Jimmy went on, The Diary of a CEO. And so to make it a little bit more relatable, to make the video more engaging, I'm actually going to put a clip of that video right when I talked about it. So all I'm gonna do is tap on that clip and you're gonna see here even more options. We can change the positioning of the clip if you want to. This is very helpful in cases if it's 9:16. So if it's like the form of this video that I'm filming right now that you guys are watching, hope you subscribed. You can change the positioning. You can change the starting frame. You can add a little zoom effect if you want. I'll show you exactly what that looks like. So a little zoom effect. So you can see it zoomed in right there. So let's watch this quick B-roll that I added. Calls the purple cow effect. On Diary of a CEO, Jimmy explained it perfectly. You have to create something so unexpected. So you can see there, I added in the B-roll and it added a nice little touch instead of you just watching me the entire time. And then I'm gonna go down here as well. I talked about different videos that Mr. Beast did. So he made Squid Game. So once again, I'm gonna tap there and I'm gonna go to my videos, and you can see I already clipped up one of his Squid Game videos, which this one I think is gonna be really cool. I'll show you in a second. Now here's the thing, and SubMagic isn't gonna get it perfect. It's gonna do it well. Here I talk about a few different things. Now this was because of my delivery. I talk about Mr. Beast burying himself alive. He gives away islands. He recreates Squid Game in real life. And since I talked about all these little moments so fast, the AI didn't detect that I wanted separate B-roll videos. So if that's the case for you, all you want to do is tap on the number there, and then we are going to change the sequence and the timing of where it talks about that. So you can see here, burying himself alive. Well, I want that separate from giving away islands. So once again, I'm going to tap here on the number, and let me scroll back down here, and we're gonna probably put this around 20 seconds. Okay, so perfect. Now we want this one to just say giving away islands, so maybe 22. Perfect. Let's test it. Recreating Squid Game. So then let's do about 24 seconds here. Let's add a little more seconds to it just so it doesn't cut it off. So we're just gonna add here. Okay, Squid Game in real life. So you can see here, the burying himself alive. I need to change media. So we're gonna go to my videos. I have the buried him alive B-roll right there. Giving away islands, we're gonna add B-roll. We're gonna go to my videos and put the island one. And once again, I already prepped a little bit and I put these videos in here to make it a little bit easier to explain to you guys. So we're gonna add B-roll, my videos, and then we're gonna put the Squid Game videos. So those should be all of the B-rolls that I've added, but I'm not gonna stop there. I'm gonna add a few different effects to the video throughout to keep the retention, because you can see here, I don't have a B-roll video throughout the entire 55 seconds. So what I'm gonna do in the beginning is when I say purple cow effect, since that's kind of a big term, I wanna add some type of effect. So we're gonna press this magnifying glass here, and I'm gonna try a crash zoom. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, so I like that because it kind of gives a little zoom. It increases the viewer's retention. Then we're going to go down here and we are going to press, let's see, let's try a fast zoom. So let's see what this looks like. If yes, then push further. Create things that make people say, how is this even possible? Now, another thing that I didn't show you is you can also add transitions between the videos. So you see here how it transitions. A lot of times you want to add it between B-roll because once again, it makes it aesthetically pleasing. You're going along for the ride. So if I press transition here, once again, we got many options. We got distortion, burnt type of vibe, a fire wipe, a glitch, and so much more. So for this scenario, let's do a nice little fire wipe. It's all about what he calls the purple cow effect. So did you see that little lens flare? That was the transition that I added. Okay, so here I added a little glitch. So you can see it kind of transitions into the next scene. Experiences burying himself alive. All right, I'm not gonna show the entire video yet. I'm gonna show you in a second. But so far, we've trimmed the video. We've changed the coloring of the video. We've added captions. We've customized our captions. We've added B-roll. And the fifth and final feature of SubMagic is exporting your video, and you can export it in the quality that you want. So as you can see, we're here, we're wrapping up the edit. What I wanna do is I want to press export over here, and I typically export in 1080 frames. You can see here, you get a few different options to export it in, and then you can change the frames per second. I typically do 1080 and 30. I don't like to post 4K resolution on the social media platform, so all I'm gonna do now is press export. And as you can see here, it is exporting the video, which just takes a few seconds depending on how much magic you added to your video. You can actually do a few things while your video is exporting. Let's say you have a team or you're part of an agency or you've got friends that you're working with. You can leave comments on these videos if you want to, and you can tag them on your team. Also, you can go to description and you can work on creating a description for your video that you're gonna put in the caption of your video. And SubMagic can help you generate that as well. So this is super easy. You get a little bit of assistance and then you can just copy and paste when it's time to go. And then also you can get the transcript of this video. Some people actually like to take the transcript of the video and they like to throw it into ChatGPT or other AI tools to generate a custom description for their video. All right, so the video is done. I am excited to show you the final masterpiece, so let's play it. Ever wonder how Mr. Beast built a $700 million empire? It's all about what he calls the purple cow effect. On Diary of a CEO, Jimmy explained it perfectly. You have to create something so unexpected that people can't ignore it. Mr. Beast doesn't create videos, he creates never before seen experiences. Burying himself alive, giving away islands, recreating Squid Game in real life. But here's why copying him actually fails. His videos require massive budgets, months of planning, and huge operational hurdles. So how do you apply this? Well, don't make content that blends in. When creating videos, ask yourself, has this ever been done before? If yes, then push further. Create things that make people say, how is this even possible? The purple cow effect isn't just about wild ideas. Okay, so you can see there, I added a lot of the elements. We had the custom captions, we had the zooms, we had the transitions, we had the B-roll, and I could have gone even further. I could have added music, I could have added more B-roll, more transitions to really get that to the perfect spot. Now, once you officially finish your video, what you want to do after it's exported is you can share it if you want to, or copy the link. But if you want to download it so you can post it, you're going to press more, and then you are going to download the video to your computer. And just like that, you made a highly edited short form video using AI. Now, if you want to 10x your content output and start creating professional videos in minutes instead of hours, then you're in luck, because I partner with SubMagic to give the first 100 signups at least 10% off of any plan. This editing technology is evolving, and most creators don't even know it exists yet. And the ones who adopt first are the ones that are going to have the competitive advantage. While everyone else is spending their entire weekend editing, you can have 20 videos edited in just a few hours. And if you want to stay ahead of this curve with AI tools, social media hacks, personal branding tips, and so much more, then make sure you subscribe, because I am sharing the most up-to-date tools and showing you how they work. Trust me, 6 months from now, most creators will be using AI for their content creation process. The question is, do you want to be ahead of the curve or behind it?